Ah, welcome, traveler. Come in, take a seat, and put up your feet. Today, we are diving into a game called Going Medieval, a colony sim city builder survival game, where we will be cooking up some roleplay to enhance the gameplay. This is part 5 in our multi-part series, and if you'd like to see more of this, please like, subscribe, and drop a comment down below. Let's get cooking. Right, so in today's episode, we are going to be looking at finishing up this dirt wall as soon as possible. We are very, very vulnerable over here and need to get this set up. It is our number one priority. We will also be looking at setting up a small building over here, which we will allocate specifically towards our research and research storage. I do also think that we need to get this constructed and get our workshops up and going so we can start manufacturing things from the raw materials around us. Important things such as winter clothing and looking at starting to turn that raw clay into proper clay bricks. But right, let's get this sorted out. First, however, we will need to get some soil to complete this, so we might have to grab a settler and start digging this out manually like we did for the cellar, because they are just not getting around to it. It seems Adalbert is at least doing it by himself, which is fantastic. We don't have to order him to specifically go and dig. He's also getting this constructed, so hopefully this will be finished soon. In the meantime, I am going to look at quickly setting up the blueprint for our research building over here, and just temporarily setting it for forbidden so that they won't quite build that until we have this done, until our priority is finished. Right, so we've set this up over here, and we are just going to go here and say forbid, and we're going to click on all of this, and that way our settlers will not construct this. We will, however, just have to come in and separately just allow all of these little bundles of sticks just so that they can get moved out of the way and not interfere with the layout. This will be quite a bit of a headache to get these bundles that are inside the walls, but I'll deal with them in a bit. So this is going to be quite a sizable storage for research, but that's fine. We'll look at putting in bookshelves to store the books, and we'll have all of our research workshops set up inside here as well. We do want extra space because we want to be generating extra books that we can actually sell off to merchants once we have unlocked all of the research. And later on we will look at moving this into a proper library, which will be inside our castle that will be built above this hill. But that will have to be there for the time being. We will get this constructed in this episode, as well as the other storage and workshop space. But for now, the priority is still the hill.
Early dawn breaks o'er the land so wide. With heavy hearts we go to dig and stride. The soil is thick, the work's a tiring toll, but we must build the castle firm and bold. With shovels deep, our weary hands do ache. Each scoop a step toward the walls we'll make. In dirt and grime our spirits do not bend, for on this ground a castle will ascend. Digging deep in the soil by hand, building dreams in this ancient land. Stone by stone, oh, the foundation laid, for on this ground our castle will ascend. Digging deep in the soil by hand, building dreams in this ancient land. Stone by stone, oh, the foundation laid, in the sweat of toil our hopes are made. The task is hard, but hearts are stout and true. In every clod a vision rises new. Beneath the earth the future seed is sown, to rise as strong as towers made of stone. Through sun and rain we'll labor through the day, for kings to come who in these halls shall stay. Though tedious, each step of land must yield, to bear the weight of history's mighty shield. Underneath the vast and star-filled sky, we carve our dreams, though voices rise and cry. In every breath, every echo, every groan, a testament to lands and hearts we've known.
And winter is upon us. We almost have the wall completed. We have dug out, believe, just enough resources to make use of that to get these last few little blocks here finished. We'll place this one right at the end and finally have our defenses up and make this the only entrance into our settlement. It has taken a lot longer than I thought it would, but it will be worth it once it is finished. And we are good to go. Finally, our wall is complete. Well, as soon as he's done building this, it will now be fantastic. And we can look at finally getting rid of any polecats, any foxes, any wolves that are inside the walls, which I think there is nothing at the moment, thank goodness. And winter is upon us, so all of this needs to be moved in as soon as possible. All of this needs to be gathered and harvested. Save the best that we can before the snow and the cold kills off the plants. And we can actually look at focusing on something else other than the perimeter wall. I think first things first, we are going to get this research building up and going. I do want to have our books and research tables moved out of this small building over here and to a building that's actually specifically catered towards just research and research storage. And then we will also, once that is actually constructed, we will look at activating and allowing this part here so that we can have our workshops and small storage feeding directly into the workshops set up and built. And we can look at expanding this later into a larger factory. But for the most part, we are doing okay at the moment. Our goats are still breeding quite well. So if there's an emergency and we really need food, we can always slaughter a goat, but we should be fine for the winter. Our storerooms are quite full. We should make it through without any problems. Ah, fantastic. Our research building is finished. And as you can see inside here, we are already moving our research workshops inside. We'll get this set up immediately to always produce. Let's set this to 100 for the time being. And we have a brazier over here. Keep it nice and warm in the winter. And plenty of bookshelves so that we can have storage for all of the books, chronicles, textbooks, all of those good things that we're going to need. Great, so we'll just let our settlers help carry these things over and get them constructed. And then hopefully we can get kickstarted on mass producing research really soon. We are also going to be taking advantage of these wintry days where nothing will be growing and making use of that time in order to build. So we're going to allow all of this over here, and we're going to get this built up really quickly, hopefully, just so that we can get kickstarted on those workshops. They're going to be very, very important, especially for the next year's seasons, as we are wanting to produce quality goods from all of the raw resources that we've been building up so far. And let's see, we're going to put a roof on here as well. Just like that. This will be outside workshop areas. And then, of course, we will also, I think, start expanding this for storage areas. So let's just build up to, I think we'll go roundabouts to that size there, and over here. And then we can look at just adding in the occasional pillar that we will then support with a support beam as well. I think let's go 5 and another 5 there. That should be fine. And then we can just throw in some support beams like so and like so. And let's actually make this a little bit nicer. So we'll put in 2 beams over here. Get that set up like that. And we will throw in a proper wall over here to around about there. Let's put in another one there. A door over there. And then we can actually have a nice roof set up. There we go. And give it a little bit of character. So we will use this inside area all for storage. Storage specifically for the workshops. So things such as bricks and textiles, stone, metal, iron ingots, coal, anything like that that we will need to run these workshops that we will set up over here. Now, some of them will benefit more from an indoor area as opposed to an outdoor area. That's fine. We will just go ahead and build these little walls closed. Closing it off. I think let's actually do that right now. Get ahead of it. So we will place that over there. That over there. That over there. And we will do that. I think that's fine. That should be plenty of enough space for an indoor workshop and an outdoor workshop. It's at least under a roof, but it's not, you know, in a room, so to speak. So this would be where things such as kilns and charcoal makers will be over there. We'll just let this run, let it finish off, and we'll have hopefully a decently sized factory up and going very soon. Let's have a peek in here quickly. Ah, great. We can set this. And we want 100 of these, please. So now Laurentia and Maud will work on these two and just keep pumping out more and more books. You can see some books are already being stored over here, which is great because then we can go back to our storage and disallow it there. Fantastic. Let's see what happens.
In the heart of winter, cold and gray, we lay each stone with hands so bold, building dreams in frost and clay, a workshop strong for stories told. Snowflakes fall on timber beams, ice and wind we brave and fight, crafting visions past our dreams. For warmth and light comes spring's first light. Snowflakes fall on timber beams, ice and wind we brave and fight, crafting visions past our dreams. For warmth and light comes spring's first light. We build in winter's grip so tight, for springtime brings our dreams to flight. Through hammer's ring and anvil's might, the dawn will see our workshop bright. With every nail and every board, we whisper tales of days of tools that sing in perfect chord, and fires that warm like a rising sun. Frozen ground beneath our feet, hearts aflame with every beat. Together we shall find our feet, a place where craft and nature meets. We'll shape the world with skill and care. In winter's pause we lay the way, so when the springtime fills the air, our workshop stands in.
Wow, so we're finally done with the workshop. Let's have a look, shall we? So there is plenty of space indoors for storage, and an indoor workshop area as well as an outdoor workshop area. I think this is going to be quite successful, and I really hope it will be, as it took us all winter to construct. But at least it's finally done now. Well, that's all the time we have for this episode. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, as that would greatly help the channel. If you would like to be kept updated as to new videos being released, then please hit that notification bell. If you have any feedback, suggestions or requests, leave a comment below and let us know. Until next time, this is Roast Temp. Keep cooking.